Uh,
Episode 14.
it is. No, yeah. It's episode 14.
I'm the knower. You're the
You are the
shower.
I just uploaded episode 13 too.
Damn.
I also
What a
didn't know.
chump.
Welcome back to Mountains Don't Like Baseball, where we fix the problem that I had where my white noise was crazy. Shouldn't be anymore.
My microphone's going to be shitty until I get paid well enough to get a new microphone, so
Your microphone isn't shitty.
it is shitty.
It's not
Shitty
too
when you
bad.
bang things around on it.
No, the worst thing is that it's a little echoey. Like if you, there's nothing fixed.
It's your
if you get
room.
too close, it's kind of like bummy, but it's not like unlistenable. I don't think.
Also kind of how mine is because I have so much open space in this hoe.
Yeah,
My voice
Most-
just bounces around.
most things in my room are made of cloth, so mine's pretty.
Yeah,
Well,
not
sonically
having
treated.
carpet kind of
It's-
sucks for that.
This is going to suck. It's because of the mic stand. I want a mic stand I can just put in front of my keyboard. Sitting right here. But
You know what? You should also maybe look into getting one of these that it's away from your keyboard.
I have a quiet keyboard now.
Do you really?
It's
I
not.
beg to differ.
It's not. Everything I do with you two, I'll be
Dude,
crucified
I'm sorry.
for.
I'm sorry. You're
So,
right. You're right. I'm sorry.
I made the
I'm being a
conscious
fucking asshole
decision
right now.
to buy different switches because it was such not even hot,
Mine
mild
is louder than
topic.
yours now.
Yeah. And because I
I
was like,
guess
you know
I'm
what?
talking about
Let me. You know, this is growth. I don't need the blue switches anymore.
Well, anyway, we should pivot into an actual topic rather than yelling at each other.
Yeah, a bit of a hot start. Did you have something specific you wanted to start with, or can I start with the power dynamics of elevators?
You know I don't have a topic on my mind.
Okay. I work in an office building. Mhm. For the audio listeners, Wes just drank like a liter of Hawaiian Punch.
From like the 6-liter Hawaiian Punch bottle.
Yes.
It's
It's actually
that
2
much
liters.
less in it. And Piper took a water bottle to work. But she doesn't have an elevator where she works.
There's no other options. It's water bottle or 2-liter Hawaiian
No,
Punch
because
bottle.
my goal is I'm going to fill this up with water today.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can drink the whole thing. Because all I plan to do
Yeah.
after this is play Valheim.
That is a lot of water.
But I mean, you're gonna be.
I'm a
they
lot
call
of
you the
bullet.
pisser.
You're getting a big and strong.
Big and strong like bear.
Yeah. Elevators are pretty strong. They can lift a lot of weight.
And
Speaking
you know what they
of
can
strong power,
do. Okay, all right. So living in a home, working in an office building,
dude, you take a second. You've been struggling with
Dude,
your words today.
all day I have been like this.
Dude, we get on and he's like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what?
And I was trying to speak English as well. Okay, so the office building that I have worked at for the past year has 6 floors. And when you get onto the elevator with a group full of people, as the elevator goes up, there's like this palpable feeling in the air.
Tension.
Yeah, that's like, oh, what floor are you going to? Oh, I'm going to the 3rd floor. What floor are you going to? I'm going to the 4th floor. What floor are you going to? I'm going all the way up. It is legitimately like everybody shuffles into the elevator and they start hitting buttons and they always start from the bottom up. They're like, oh, 2, now you're going to 3, 5, 6. Oh, I mean this. It's real. It is so real. Like whenever
It's
you get to be like,
crazy.
I'm on the top floor. You feel like a real big
So which floor are
business
you on again?
mogul. I'm on the top floor.
Oh yeah.
So
I
do
was
you,
on the top floor.
let's say you're not the first person in the elevator. Do you say, you don't
To
say
everyone
floor
that walks
6,
in.
you say I'm on the top floor.
Someone else
you-
walks in, you're like,
So you walk into the
I'm a
elevator
top
and
floor guy.
stroke your dick in front of all these people.
wait, are you
Well,
top floor boss?
I'm top floor boss. So
Holy
yeah,
shit.
no, if you're the first one in, because you go and you stand by and you start pressing the hold the door open button, and then you start going like, oh, where are you going to? 4? I'm going to 6.
See, well, no.
Right,
and, like,
so you actually make it known.
Well, like the button is lit up. The button is
yeah,
lit up.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like the people walk in, they like look at the buttons, they're like,
Right. Well, because you know you've got like the panel of buttons here, and
Yeah.
so you go, oh, you're going to 4. I'm going to 6.
You could.
It's so real, dude.
So,
Okay, have you ever considered when you step on an elevator, not turning to face the door and instead standing and looking towards the back? That would be extremely uncomfortable, but really funny.
dude,
I'm sorry, Wes, go ahead. I was interrupting.
no, you're good.
It's a solid pivot.
It just reminded me because so I had this job interview and the elevator it's the elevator that has the buttons on both sides of the door.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
So like there's 3 people. I walk in first and I hit the floor I'm going to, and I'll ask the guy who he had like 2 bags of Chick-fil-A in his hands, and I was like,
oh, he's gonna ignore you and just press the button, huh?
no, I pressed the button. I was like, where are you going? And I pressed it.
All right.
And so then this woman walks in with like her lunch, and she walks in, and as the words "Where are you going?" come out of my mouth, she's already hit the button for where she's going. So now I just look like an asshole because I'm just
where are you
like,
going?
like I'm making small talk in an elevator only to the woman.
Yeah, there's like, I love the unspoken rule that you do not speak to each other in an elevator.
No, I'm not about that at all. I don't speak that rule.
Wow, you are the only person in human history.
No,
that
it's a
is your
culture
toxic trait.
So
it's a culture thing.
No, there's something wrong with you for that.
So do you do you get to the top floor very often? I bet you don't. Anyway, have fun on the second floor. Bye.
No, so like I'll walk up in the elevator, and let's say it's me and just one other person. As soon as the elevator doors close, it depends on what day of the week it is. If it's a Monday, it's like, ready for this week? And they'll be like, ready as I'll ever be, something like that. Or if it's Friday, you go like, whew, ready for this weekend? They'll be like,
God.
Ready as I'll ever be.
I hate that. Also,
Dude.
Okay, do you like pay attention to which floor they're going to and use that knowledge to determine whether you talk to them or not?
Yeah, whether they're worth talking to. So I do pay attention to which floor they're going to so that I like recognize who it is and try to like understand where the departments are and all
Floor
this kind of
3,
stuff.
huh? Poor.
You're still climbing the ladder, eh?
Couple of stinky 2s I'm aware of.
Stinky twos. Speaking of 2, if your building has 2 floors in it and you take the elevator up, or first of all, okay, if your building has an elevator period and you are going to floor 2 and you go out of your way to go to the elevator to go to floor 2, fuck you. Walk.
Right. Yeah,
Glenn hates the handicapped.
I hate the handicap, and I stand.
If you have a reason to have to take the elevator.
Well, it's like if
you
you're
got
like
bad
bringing a
knees or
cart or something, or like you're
dude.
handicapped or something. Obviously, it's fine. But if like you were, it's like I was like, yeah, I just like don't feel like walking up 10 stairs. Fuck you.
Just imagine like the
And I
Coca-Cola
stand by
guy.
that.
The Coke guy comes to like repair or replace the vending machines and go and watch him get in an elevator. She fucking bastard. As he's pushing in like a whole like dolly full of
Yeah, I
Coke.
see a guy in a wheelchair go to the elevator.
Yeah, in a wheelchair pulling a dolly.
Bitch. Lazy
You're like-
ass. No one
Your
wants to work
office is, like,
anymore.
right across. You're standing there with your cane and your monocle, waiting for people to show up, and you go,
I just throw tomatoes at people. I hate the number 2.
Ooh.
Oh my god, dude. Speaking of, I've started whenever like one of my climbing friends will like pussy out before they get to the top, and it's like they clearly could have done it. I like start like boo, like throwing tomatoes at him, or miming throwing
really
tomatoes
funny.
at him.
right. You should bring some actual rotten tomatoes.
Rotten.
Yeah, they have to be rotten. Because if you throw a regular
that-
tomato at somebody, it's not going to squish.
Yeah, if you throw a regular tomato at a stinky 2, they'll take it and eat it for lunch.
Is that what the review company is based on?
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yes. Because you would throw rotten tomatoes because they squish and they get all squelchy and stuff.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
stink and they're nasty.
Right. So when Shakespeare was up there doing
Ho-ho.
his thing, being mediocre but loved,
Somehow,
you
for some
throw rotten
reason.
tomatoes at him.
Shall I compare thee to a decomposing fruit?
So I used to work in an office with 6 floors. No longer.
Yeah, because he lost his job after this
He
podcast.
called the CEO a stinky 2.
Well, that's what he gets for being on the 2nd floor. No. I work with IT. IT was the entirety of the 6th floor, barring a handful of people. So the whole building, the 6-story building, is going to have construction to add on sort of a kind of a third building that's connected in some way. But it meant that one floor had to move out of the building to make room for construction.
Mhm.
And so IT volunteered, but we were like, we will move so that the people on the first floor can move up to our office. We'll go across the street. So IT, we moved across the street to a different office building that's now just dedicated as 100% IT. It has been awesome.
That's pretty cool.
A lot of people have been sort of resistant to change, but fair enough, because a lot of people have been in those offices for like 5, 10, 15, 20 other multiples of
5
years.
30.
35.
35.
I could see that.
40.
40?
That's a realistic timeline.
40. A bad joke.
No, dude, I'm doing that to it's an office bit.
So why is it awesome?
It's awesome because now that it's just IT and it's just everybody like all on one floor. There's not multiple floors. There's no elevator. It has been a huge upgrade for me as far as like the size of my office and my storage abilities. So like my old office, I had a view, which was really nice. I actually had one of the best views in the building, but I had kind of a small office. It was a little cramped and there was some weird furniture that didn't make a whole lot of sense and I had no storage. Now my office, like, it's pretty big. I've got a 3-desk thing with like cabinets. I've got a cabinet that is literally just for storing your like suit rack, which is awesome.
Damn.
And cool thing, all of the walls are magnetic.
They put you in the cage.
Are they also padded?
It's funny to think like, if I walk too close to it, my badge will stop working. No, all the walls are magnetic. So I have it is like a magnet whiteboard that just like you stick to the wall so I can move it and turn it whenever, right? And I bought some magnet strips so I can actually like hang a bunch of shit up by magnets. It's really cool. I really like it. I do miss the elevator though, and the
power dynamic.
The fun times I had.
Calling people stinky twos.
The point of mentioning that I'm in a new office is because the moving process was really fun.
Okay.
I work in IT. I've mentioned this, I think. I work at a computer all the time. I do nothing with my hands. So getting to move, it was like we're physically moving some furniture and we're, it's like trying to track down boxes and all this kind of stuff. And I am really good at that sort of stuff, like Boy Scout kind of
Strength.
preparedness. Dude, I was showing off a little bit. I was picking up 7 chairs in front of all the church
Holy
ladies.
shit. I was about to make the joke and then you just speed ran into it.
But we were like moving sitting chair, like not swivel chairs, just like actual chairs, and we put them in the elevator and set them down and just sat in them. It's like we had like 7 people in this elevator and 2 guys just like sitting here like
That's
reading.
awesome.
Really funny.
That is really good bit.
But none of this is the point. There's a
Okay.
punchline. Since I was transporting goods, I have an SUV. I have a good car for transporting goods. I parked in front of the door that is next to where our offices are. We propped open the door, and I had been playing music, which I just kind of left it on because I left out the car because it was hot, playing air conditioning and music. I had on my mixed playlist, or one of them. I think this was with Liz, and Seabat came on. 2 things to know about Seabat. One,
Okay.
there's the sentence
Yeah.
I kind of like Seabat.
Just kind of like it. You like it and would use it given the opportunity.
It's really funny because like it's trash. Like it definitely is bad.
Yeah.
But we started like we were moving all this furniture and stuff in an office, and my music was like blasting from the car. And when it started playing Seabat, it was like echoing throughout the entire office.
Like, that's funny.
So I just started walking around like whistling it and like kind of moving to it. You'd see like this guy who'd be like 60 walking down the hallway going like,
What is that noise?
And then you find like the one guy who's like the progenitor of that song. And he's like, That's my jam.
Yeah. Dude.
Damn.
It's so hard to convey how funny it was, but man, it was funny.
Fucking ringing through the halls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Deplorable.
What? You don't like Seabat?
No.
It's my favorite song. I actually listen to it on the daily, and I use it on the daily.
I'm gonna clip this when it comes out. I'm gonna show this clip to you when Spotify Rap comes out and call you a fucking liar.
That's not
'cause
number
what?
one.
Yeah. I need you
Better
to.
get listening.
Yeah, Glenn's not gonna stream it for like the entirety of the time while he sleeps on no volume. He's gonna be in Hudson
All day, every
Mohawk's
day.
0.0001%.
Yeah. All day, every day. Peppa Pig playing on Steam, and Seabat going on Spotify.
I can talk about that.
You should talk about that.
A friend of mine, Robert, gifted me. He bought me the Peppa Pig game called My Friend Peppa Pig. Reason is, in my whole life, I've had this running Peppa Pig joke of like, I love Peppa Pig.
Not a
and
joke?
I do all this. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of not at this point. I guess I like Peppa Pig, but you know, it is what it is. So he gifted me the game, and it was like a joke. It was, you know, the sequels come out, better like practice up. It's like a $40 game.
Yeah,
is-
that's crazy.
Not a cheap game for a bit. So I was like, okay, well, he's bought me the game. I have to play it at the least. And so I played through it. And then it occurred to me, wait, you know, when you look on Steam and you see somebody leave a review that's like, it was okay.
Yeah.
1,000 hours on record.
Yeah.
I think that is so funny. So I have now determined I will do this with Peppa Pig.
So
I
what's the
have now-
number you're at now?
Let's see. I have played Peppa Pig for 756.9
And this is
hours.
like 756.9 hours of like grinding. Like he's
Yes.
like every day I hear him go, can't play. I'm gaming. I'm pigging.
I'm pigging out. Like, yeah, every week that yeah. Every week that we play like D&D or whatever, like whenever I see Rob again, I always go like, I played more Peppa Pig. And he'll check back and like, how'd you play 200 hours?
That's so funny. That's such a good bit as well. And now like your host
Yeah.
Steam profile is like Peppa Pig related. How long did it
Right.
take to 100% it? God's gift to humanity, that game.
It was like 70 minutes.
Pretty high octane.
Yeah, I've played the game like
Why are you sticking your tongue out at
700
me?
times more than I needed to.
Wow, this guy's a mather.
Roughly.
Roughly, something like that. So I think this is a good time to pivot to talking about the game that we have like spent not a small amount of time actually playing. Peppa Pig, the sequel.
Yeah, right.
Pig 2 co-op.
But no, dude, we all three of us been fucking grinding that Valheim,
Dude.
and that game, it's good.
Yeah. And Wes, you've actually like gotten into it, right?
Yeah.
Like you're in it now.
Yeah, I was literally, if I like woke up at like 8 or 9, I didn't really check, but I was on Discord seeing if either of you were on, and I was going to ask you guys to play.
Bro,
If you guys were
we
on,
had no idea you were on. Like literally, we were going to the other server to cheat, and Cameron was like, "Wes is on." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
hey,
we're
you guys,
gonna be appearing offline most of the time to avoid some of the stinkers.
yeah,
No hate to Carter, but like one time we got on, and we were like, we want to go beat Bone Mass, and then we were like getting ready to go, and Carter just joined
Yeah.
while we were offline.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, Glenn and I have
wizard.
we have very much enjoyed playing with the group. That's
Yes.
great. But it's hard to make forward progress in the game with everybody because it's like we can't necessarily bring everybody to the highest level boss fight because y'all don't have the best equipment. Y'all don't have the hours of like training that you need for some of these guys.
yeah. Let me explain what happens. Daddy's Glenn and Cameron run off and go do the killing, and then they leave the shrimp back at the camp to get wood or other materials. So the labor
One time
union
I
gets
told
to
you to
work.
get wood, and then you were like, on it. And
I'm
then you
always
got
like,
on
no,
it.
because okay, the thing is, if you're under leveled in that game or your equipment is like dookie, you're gonna get shit on.
Yeah.
And then it's not fun because you have to like, traipse through the woods butt booty naked looking for your stuff. So I was like, what can I do that benefits everybody instead of like being a selfish little beast? But so that's why I'm like, so and also they cannot talk shit to me. The Amazon, if I was out there, that shit would be gone a day. Bro, I am
Number
the
one
master,
deforester.
dude.
Ecosystem destroyer.
No, it's just a lot of fun, and now that like we have because like for a community you need a lot of materials. So I was trying to like, get us like stockpiles of shit so that we could do that, and obviously it's a mini blah blah blah. I'm gonna let big dad and bigger dad go carry it.
You're swamp ready though. Like you basically get all the shit.
Yeah,
To do swamp stuff. We just need to find good swamps.
which is like no joke. Even if y'all weren't on all day, which I don't know if I'm gonna be on all day today. I'm literally going to like do the most, and I'm gonna be like I'm gonna work this shit like it's my job today.
Yeah, so our kind of goal with this new server is to take what we know to help get y'all to where we are. So like we're not gonna fight any bosses on this new server without y'all. Everybody will go to do it together. And so it'll just be a little bit slower. On the server that Glenn and I have like separately, that's like kind of the local thing, that we're gonna keep doing that on our own.
Yeah, that's their butt buddy paradise.
that's butt buddy paradise. We love it
BBP.
there.
We love Butt Buddy Paradise.
But I know I'm super happy that we're playing. Like we have a game to all play together.
Yeah. The only bitterness I have is that fucking seed. It is,
Dude,
so atrociously bad. It's like, so think about this. Consider this to our listeners. You could have like a field.
Yep.
You can have a
with
field.
stuff in it.
You may have one.
Now, in this
Stuff.
seed, there would be no field, nor things to get in the field. There ain't shit there. We covered such a large amount of ground looking for anything helpful, any good biome, have not found anything.
Yeah, I looked that up actually. And apparently that's a common theme. Like this guy had no joke like the same level of exploration almost that we had on, and he was on Reddit, and everybody in the comments was like, have you even played the game? You've barely touched anything, dude. Build a boat and explore more, you dumbass.
Bro, do you even play Valheim? Have you even played 4,000 hours in the last 2 days?
2 days.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I do. There's so much to that game that we do not know about.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like we're just learning about the mountain biome, and then the plains are some distant future
Like,
endeavor.
A dream.
I'm gonna count real quick. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of like my 10 tabs are Valheim related right now.
Dude,
That's
I've been
crazy.
watching like YouTube videos about like challenge runs and stuff. I was watching one last night about this guy. He was doing one where he can't repair anything or upgrade anything. And so
Dude.
he also instituted a couple other rules on himself. If he dies, anything in his inventory is gone forever. And once something breaks, he can't like build another of that object. So your hammer, once that's gone, you lose if you don't have everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd rather the game's hard enough as it is.
It's pretty hard.
It is.
Yeah.
It's really hard. We're talking about. I cannot imagine doing a challenge that is so difficult. Like, I'm gonna just reiterate what I said to you earlier. I understand doing a good challenge. I've done some challenge kind of stuff in the past, but nothing that is so absurd that like I don't even know if it's possible. You know what I mean? That's a level of dedication that I have for nothing.
It's the human desire to push the bounds. Oh! And really see what's going on. That's the thing. That's the
Can we get that one more
indomitable.
time?
Wait, the whole.
Yeah,
I want
do
the
the
whole
whole
thing. I want the whole thing.
Oh, push the bounds. It's the indomitable human spirit. And any adversity, the human spirit will overcome. Oh,
Damn, the muscles are about to break out of that hoodie.
no, they're not. I've been eating
The
like
muscles.
shit.
Oh, I want to talk about this.
What?
I want a standing ovation.
You're not getting shit from me, buddy.
I'll take it.
I'm
My
going
true friend
lower.
standing up.
I'm going lower, and my hands are further apart. Look at
Deserved. Yeah. Yes. 66% of us liked that.
Yeah, you must work on the second floor.
this. Actually, did fall over.
I have been doing intermittent fasting. I don't know if I mentioned that on the last episode or not.
I think so.
I don't think so either. So I'm not doing it 100% perfect because I will still drink calories during my off period, but I don't do it much. I have traditionally been a late time snacker. Like midnight, 1 o'clock comes around, and I would go downstairs and eat 1,500 calories. So I started doing from 7 a.m. to 11, or no, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. I could eat. Any other time, I cannot eat any food. And I am now down 11 pounds.
Damn. And it's only been a couple of
Yeah.
weeks, too.
I know.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so
Dude.
I am a
Yeah.
third of the way to my goal.
Fuck yeah.
So
Dude, that's awesome.
yeah, I do like if you stop drinking calories, like the rule of thumb is like don't drink anything you can't see through. Which is
Vodka's in.
do what?
Vodka.
Yeah, I mean the vodka is about 40
Also-
calories per ounce.
If you drink black coffee,
Mhm.
there's no badness in that, but you
No.
can't see
Oh,
through it.
caffeine. I guess if you drink
Caffeine
decaf.
is not necessarily bad.
Yeah, it
Um,
just,
No, yeah, but it's like it does stuff to your brain.
Yeah, it makes you addicted.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, like liquid calories. So like, and that's like a lot. But also, why I've been trying to stop drinking so much alcohol. This is actually really rare. I have this bottle of Stella Artois Black or Stella Rosa Black, not Stella Artois. That's a beer. I'm a dumbass. This is like the first alcohol bottle I've seen with the nutrition facts. Go to the local liquor store, the liquor
Dude.
store.
I'm gonna have a
and-
stroke listening to you right now.
That's what kind of wine is that?
Black.
The rare and most uncommon of wines. Black.
But no, it is crazy that they have nutrition stuff. I wish
No,
that
they
was like
don't.
more common.
Like, go look at your liquor bottles. They will
I'm
not
saying
have
it's crazy
nutrition.
that that does because that
Yeah.
is not the
Oh.
case ever,
Well,
and I
so-
wish it would be.
My theory is because wine is very popular among women, and women
Say
Or
more
tend to
about
make-
women.
tend to make more conscious decisions about the things they put in their body. Because I know, especially me and Cameron, if it's like brown and it's sharp, we're gonna drink the shit out of it. We don't give a fuck what's in it. Like,
Water.
yeah. But I think that's why they started doing it. Also, but this wine is red. I don't know what type of red
I
wine
thought it
it
was
is.
black. It does just say black.
I don't know if Il Conte is a type of.
Damn, put the fucking
so curious
spin
about
on that word.
Yeah, really, John Wayne that one up. My apology, but like, yeah, like if you made the decision to just drink water instead of everything else, even like cut out milk, which I know would you probably
Yeah.
turn to ash and dust.
I have been trying my best to
But you do already drink
drink
skim
less
milk. Skim milk,
That's true.
Yeah,
which is
Well,
good.
and also, like, you're already in a good, like, none of us drink soda, like, ever. And that's immediately so helpful.
yeah. Yeah, no, so I haven't drank sodas like habitually since I was in high school because
Mhm.
my high school football coach, he said stop drinking sodas and I said yes sir. So ever since then it's been
Simple creature.
milk, water and alcohol.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all I need,
That's
man.
the three drinks.
And I've been trying to do less milk and more water.
Mhm.
I already drink a ton of water. Like it is within my habit to drink a lot of water.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm good there. But I need to cut down on milk and probably should cut down on alcohol.
Alcohol.
I mean, just drink more liquor instead of mixed drinks.
Alcohol is, yeah, true. It's bad for your, obviously, like your, but
Yeah.
also alcohol gets metabolized faster than anything else that you can consume. So your body wants, that's like, when you drink and you get you're tipsy and you're like, yeah, let's go do stuff. Like right before, right after, when you're just like, fuck, I have to go to bed now.
Yeah.
Like that's why that happens, because it's going to use all that shit up in your bloodstream first compared to like any actual sustenance that you put in your stomach or fat that you want to burn.
Yeah, so it's also like if you're just taking a drink every night, that it's fat that could have been getting burned is not being, because it's doing the alcohol instead.
Right. But
Interesting.
why do you take like a nightcap every night?
Not every night.
Most nights.
Just every day of the week that ends in Y.
most like Friday night, Saturday night, maybe Sunday night, maybe Tuesday night.
Days
No,
of the
it's-
week.
It's mostly like weekends. I'll usually have like one or two.
Mhm.
I don't usually like drink, but I'm a big cocktail guy because I was a bartender, so I really enjoy trying new cocktails and stuff like that. So my mom's also like really into cocktails, so she'll like make stuff and she'll be like, hey, try this and see what you like, think about it. So I don't know, cocktails are kind of a part of my life.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's okay. As long as, like you say, you're not just...
anything is okay in moderation.
Yeah. I have no conditions such that like I can't sleep if I don't have my nightly cocktail. It's nothing like
Yeah,
that.
dude, because that shit, oh my God. That's addiction. Like, that's just addiction. Oh my
Yeah.
I
God.
hate people like that.
Dude.
They make me want to punch walls.
Sorry, I'm a little grumpy. I had my coffee this morning. Then shut the fuck up!
You know what you're gonna get with
It's
your
the-
coffee? This is your coffee.
Yeah.
Boom! Fucker! Fucking... Yeah. Yeah, I bet you have to go piss 30 minutes after you drink that.
The last 20 seconds is us just being
Yeah! Oh! Yeah!
oh.
No, okay. Like, it's just... What? People... Oh! This makes me so mad. I don't understand.
Get a sentence out.
No! It's frustrating, dog. Like,
It's fine to like coffee, it's fine to drink coffee, but just be like,
your whole life...
I'm a grumpy asshole because I haven't had my coffee.
Yeah,
So
like,
you have
also-
to excuse my behavior because I haven't had my coffee.
Everybody stop! The world will stop spinning around the sun if I don't have my cup of joe.
Damn, that wall's looking at this. This one's from my bitch mom.
Fuck you. Drink. You know how you should properly drink your coffee? Stop. You better stop.
Dude, there is no wall safe from you. If you're not
Damn
yelling,
right!
if you're not if you're not silently yelling at the wall, you're throwing shit at it. Do you remember
Wes
when we
is the-
went in my garage when we were kids and we just like shot airsoft guns in my garage at the walls?
Did
Why
we
were
do
you doing that?
Dude,
Cameron, we can't talk.
for some reason, my dad was like, "Yeah, let's go in the garage," and I was like, "Okay." And we just
Dude,
left
I bet he was-
marks all over the garage.
I bet he just didn't want y'all to get airsoft BBs all over the yard.
That's probably true. Well, and also like we had like an airsoft target that was like sticky, so the airsoft thing beads would like stick to it and like slip down. And bro,
Yeah.
it had like stopped working that well, and it was also like coming out. So we like took the sticky part out, and we're just like swinging that shit around. 'Cause it was a lot of like you know,
Yeah,
like
that was like a
sticky
quarter of an inch
hands.
thick.
Yeah, it's like, you know, those sticky hands where it's like, I'll be having that. Like, you snag someone's piece of paper and rip it over.
Yeah.
It's like that substance, but a lot of it. So we're just-
Dude. So when I was bored as a kid, I just had like the airsoft sniper rifle that had like, it was fucking huge,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so like this is my house. There's a neighbor, and then there's this neighbor. I would take that fucking rifle and I would shoot over this neighbor's yard and then hit this tin shed that the other neighbor had just constantly because it'd be like, ping. Yeah, and it just made me so happy. I'll just.
Dude, I don't think we talked about this on the podcast, but do you remember when we used to play like hide and seek with the airsoft
I
sniper?
want to play that again. It was so
It was fun for 50% of the people.
Yeah.
So let me explain the game.
The
behind
rules.
Wes's childhood home, there was like, backyard fence, like kind of a field with like a path going along the woods. And it's like perpendicular to so one of us would be like in as much like camo covering shit, hiding in the woods with the airsoft sniper rifle, laying down, and the other person would just be like milling around in the yard looking for them in the tree line.
Yeah, the objective of the game was to find the person shooting by getting hit the least.
And the person with the sniper rifle was just shooting at the person looking for them.
Dude,
It was such a
that
fun
is so
game.
funny.
Yeah.
Can we play sometime? Dude,
I would love to. I never got to play that.
Dude, that field behind your house got so much use. We would like also shoot like bow and arrows and stuff at propel bottles.
Yeah. Dude, I got in trouble one day because I was like into archery a little bit when I was a kid, and I'm like for Christmas or whatever, I got this really nice recurve bow. And it's like, a step above the kiddie bow you buy at like Bass Pro Shops that shoots like 50 feet. So I was like, what I would do with the kiddie bow, crack that shit up like this and just let that motherfucker fly. And it would go like, 100 yards or whatever. So I got the big boy bow and did that shit like 350 yards. And my dad came home and he got so mad. He was like, you're gonna kill somebody's dog!
Yeah, I mean, to be clear, there is a walking path there, and people did walk on it.
Dude, oh my god.
Watch out, Mr. Jenkins. Playing.
It's like the hide and seek game with the sniper rifle has evolved to just shooting at people.
Dude. So there
Can you
used to
find
be
me before you die?
So there's like the patch of field, and then there was like it's like woods, and there's a creek by the woods.
Yeah.
And this big ass oak tree fell over one time. And it was like fucking huge. And I would like, it was so fun to just, when I was a kid, I would go up there and I would climb on the tree and I would just sit on the tree, which gave you like a little bit of vision over like foliage. And I would just sit there and like chill because it was like great because I didn't have to be in my household, which was, great at the time. And so I was sitting there and I would just sit there, I'd like have my hood up, I'd just be chilling, whatever. And then sometimes like people would walk by and I would just like be quiet because I didn't want them to see me. But like one time I like sneezed or something, and this woman was walking her dog, and I scared the shit out of her. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, 3 days later, people came and cut the tree out. Like they cut it into stumps.
Dude,
Yeah, there was probably like there's a hooligan out there.
Yeah.
like, making use of that tree.
Dude, that was during our like Ranger's Apprentice era, and
Oh,
like for
Christ.
those who like didn't read those books, it's like they're the Rangers, like they have these like cloaks and hoods that like helps them blend into this camouflage essentially.
It's the ultimate fantasy book for a kid.
And it's like they're archers and all that stuff, and so like we were into it for a bit, and so like the idea of like being somewhere around people and having like not being noticed was like that's the coolest thing ever. Like, there was one time there was like a church party or something at my house, and there was this little shit, I don't even remember his name, but we fucking hated that kid. And so me and one of my friends were like, we do not want to be around him. So we went outside with like big coats on, and it was like dark out, and it was like kind of muddy. And we like found a corner in shadow and just laid face down on the ground with our hoods over our heads and tried to blend in so he wouldn't come and talk to us. We chose literally laying in the mud in the dark over talking to this little shit.
Man.
But at the time, I was like, this is fucking cool. He has no idea we're here.
We were such simple children.
We really were.
Yeah, and then we evolved from that into just mixing every dangerous household chemical money can buy into a Propel bottle or Mountain Dew bottle.
Have we talked about Three Twig Lake on the podcast?
Oh, no we haven't.
Dude. Okay, so behind Wes's house, there's backyard, field, path, tree line and
Yep.
past like there's like a section of woods. It's probably like 200 feet like wide. There's like a storm drain like
Reservoir.
Like a
yeah,
basin.
yeah, like where stuff would be drained to if it was like really flooded or whatever. And so it'd been like raining a bunch this one weekend or whatever, and we went back there and it was like probably like 4 or 5 inches of water in there, and it was like 40 degrees outside. Like it was not warm.
44 degrees.
Yeah.
We have a picture of this somewhere.
Yeah. I have it. I can send it. But that was our era of like riding bikes around everywhere because we had like a few month period where we rode bikes all the time.
Yeah.
And so we'd ridden bikes over there. We were like, whoa, this looks cool. So we rode our bikes down into it. And I don't know what possessed us to do this, but there's a picture. I have a picture of Wes riding his bike through the mud, like actually just stuck in the middle of this like lake. Because it was like not that deep, but it was kind of big. It was like at least a couple 100 yards in diameter.
Oh yeah, no, it was very big.
Yeah.
Because it used to be, we would go there and it would be a big, usually muddy, but just a field.
Yeah.
At that time though, it was a lake.
Yeah.
And so we were like, most of us were like, oh, let's avoid stepping in the mud, get up in the water. And we were like dancing around on the driest ground we could find. I believe it was Wes who just started stomping into the lake and like took these big sticks and just jammed them into the center of the lake.
Well,
Like,
you're forgetting, we also were stomping around in there, like in our shoes. Like our shoes were muddy after that. Yeah, and my feet were. I found the picture of Wes on the bike.
send that.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
The twigs.
Wow, that focused up.
Wait, is there snow on the ground?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it had been like snowing like around.
Oh,
that
yeah,
time.
that was after that. We went to check to see if our flags were still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time it was snowing, we put the twigs there. The second time we back with the bikes.
Yeah, and like I don't know why we were deciding to just like run around in like the muddy water that's like 40 degrees. It was cold. We were just running around in there.
It's just because it was new.
Yeah. And just
Anything
in the
that was
middle of the
different.
lake, we planted the twigs to represent the three of us.
I only remember being in that area 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
But all 3 times we were going on and on and on about it being 3-twig lake.
Yeah.
Even when it was just a field.
Yeah. Oh my God. What a good time.
That was a good time. We had I feel like a really fun group childhood.
Yeah, I agree. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any time not spent in our own homes. Oh man.
Yeah, I actually went into Arbor Hills, like the nature reserve here, and usually like my girlfriend and I go, we just walk the trails. But I was like feeling a little frisky, so I started like going on to like out and into the woods because there are like trails through the woods that you can go. They're just not paved.
Yeah.
And obviously, people like you can tell where people are like, there's a creek. I want to go down there, and now there's like a path of desire to the creek. I followed all of those, and I was just down there fucking around.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, damn, I like miss this so much. Like just like exploring like being out in the woods and like
Right, yeah.
Dude, there are a few things better than like walking through like fall, autumn time, walking through woods that don't have much underbrush. It's just like crunching on leaves and sticks. You don't have much going on your like because walking through underbrush sucks. It's always like there's gonna be something in there. There's always poison ivy or poison sumac or something in there.
Mhm.
And it's like you gotta avoid that underbrush. And yeah, dude, I absolutely love walking through the woods on not trails. You seem like you have a story to tell.
No, I just remember you said poison ivy and sumac, and that just reminds me of how Mason one time made the critical error of wiping his ass with that shit.
Oh my God.
Dude. Oh.
God's biggest idiot. We love him.
Dude, just Mason, what's your medical history? I drank malt water when I was a kid, ate coffee table,
Ate a TV stand.
chewed on a TV stand.
Actually drank bleach.
Yeah. 8 rocks. Like.
Oh my god, he's quite a character.
Yeah, I really, I don't know, maybe we could do it next week or the week after. I really want to have Mason on.
Yeah, we're at the point now where we can start having guest stars.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna. All right, so like, let's see, top 3 people you would want on this podcast, and like no holds barred.
Mason James Carter.
Yeah.
Wow, I was expecting like celebrities or.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's-
No. Fuck all those people.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name from Hot Ones?
Sean Evans.
Yeah, love that guy.
Dude, I am not interesting enough to talk to Sean Evans.
Dude, he's so interesting. It would just turn into his podcast that we're like guest stars on.
Yeah, no, it would, so are you tired of hot wings yet? Like, we just can't, dude.
Oh my god, I love that guy.
I legitimately, it is my life goal to be on the show Hot Ones.
Sean Evans, if you're watching.
I'll do everything.
Yeah. You know what I would ask Sean
My buddy
Evans?
Sean.
I would ask Sean Evans when he goes down a water slide face first on a mat. His nuts.
I don't think we've talked about this.
No, we
but
definitely have.
We have? White
I
Lightning?
swear.
Say it again. It's so
Dude,
funny.
okay,
Say it
so
again.
there was one time when we were younger, we had a friend come into town, and we all went to Nashville Shores, just a water park. It was a good time. So we get in there, and there's like one of those, like every water park has, just like the long slides, like 8 different lanes, and just that's it. And so there was this like Giga Chad lifeguard there that was like probably like our age now, and he just didn't give a fuck because like who would? Like
You work in a water
I'm in
park.
that shoes. I'm in the sun. I'm tired. I don't care.
Yeah.
By the way, our age at the time was somewhere between like 16 and 18.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were like older teens.
Nashville trip.
And yeah, Natural Shores. And so like
Water park.
we were like going down the slide, having a great time or whatever. And like obviously we tried out racing or whatever. And dude, this MF Cameron blitzed us every single time. So we dubbed him White Lightning because like it wasn't close at all. Like he made it down the slide before we got like halfway down. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Well, it's-
crazy.
I've
We need you,
always been the heaviest.
the viewer.
So
I don't think it's heavy. It's just density. You are dense, and I don't mean like
What's your
intelligence wise. So, like, think of a low center of gravity on this tiny little thing with just the right amount of friction reduction. That boy gonna be fucking down that bitch.
I was cooking. It was super fun for me.
Oh my god, it was so funny. And then at one point, Wes was like, he goes up to the lifeguard because we were like kind of chatting with the lifeguard, getting like chatting, and we were like kind of trying to make him laugh or whatever because he was cool. And Wes goes up to him and was like, so to like whenever you're sliding down your stomach, does it like ever hit your dick when you
Is
hit that
that the
bump?
voice you chose?
And so he was like, does it ever like hit your dick when you're like sliding down the slide? Because like it really hurt.
Dude!
And he was like, and the lifeguard was like,
No.
no. He like not only did he not experience that, he didn't even know he wasn't in the same like chapter of a book of a sequel of the book that you're talking
Right.
about. Like he had no clue.
I mean, if you think about it from his perspective, some little snot-nosed teenager was like, "You ever hit your nuts on the slide?" Like, nah, kid, I don't. Go down the slide and get away from me.
I wonder if we go back there, if we can ask like management, yo, who is the dude working this slide this
Yeah.
long ago?
What year were we there? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I think it was 2017, but even then, I'm not sure. I could never. I couldn't even tell you the month, dude.
yeah, they keep logs of every shift that's ever been worked.
Dude, there are 2 things I could tell you about that trip. One, I was White Lightning. Well, more things about the trip. 2 things about the water park. 1, I was White Lightning. 2, you literally plucked a hair out of your asshole
Oh
to
my
prove
God.
that you have asshole hair.
I think about that actually all the time. In the parking lot of
Why?
Nashville Shores. It's funny. In the parking lot of Nashville Shores, for some reason, like I think we were talking to Mason because he like shaves his ass or something. And I was like, damn, that's
Oh, yeah.
crazy. Because like the logistics of shaving your ass is crazy.
Oh, it's hard. It's wrinkly.
Yeah, I bro, I get up in that star, no problem. But anyway, somehow
yeah.
it came up that Wes had asshole hair.
I actually know exactly what it was.
Yeah, do it.
It was because I always had that bit about you can't fart silently without asshole hair. And then I was like, and well, Wes was like, that's not true. And I'm like, well, maybe you don't have much asshole hair. And so he's like, yeah, I do. And fucking plucked one because you're an animal.
We were walking through the parking lot of Nashville Shores.
Behind
There
our
are families everywhere.
Fuck 'em.
such a-
I was not the first person to dig in my ass and pull something out in that parking lot, I can guarantee you.
I agree.
Thank you. Also,
I hate that that's true and that you're a
are you talking
statistic,
about in
but
our
I agree.
group, or
yeah, what a statistic.
No, in that parking lot.
I'm not an outlier on that box and whisker plot.
Just
No,
because,
you're an
just
outlier.
because
There's just other
someone
outliers.
else did it does not make you not an outlier. Two
Anyway,
out of 300,000 people do it. You're
So I
still
don't know-
outliers.
I don't know if you guys know this, but when I was like younger, I had
Asshole hair.
No, let me fucking
Yeah, we
get
know.
through the bit. God damn. And this isn't a bit. Like, it's like a real mental thing I had. It's called like Trichotillomania, where I was obsessed with pulling my own hair. Like I literally had
interesting.
I had a bald spot because I pulled the center of my hair so much. I plucked all my eyelashes out one time.
You remember my my
Your
bald spot when I was
eyelashes?
younger?
Yeah, I plucked all my eyelashes out.
Bro, what?
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so that's partly. I don't know. I just had an obsession with plucking my own hair.
Do you still have eyelashes?
Yes.
Show me your
I
eyes
can
and
see
eyelashes.
them. You can
I can't.
look at.
I can't.
Damn, I don't see them.
That's crazy. I was so thrown. I cannot even fathom the thing you just said.
Did you use tweezers? Or did you like pluck them with your
No,
fingers?
I use both. I would
Right.
literally just I let the water run in the shower and I just pull, and I couldn't stop. It was like addicting. Yeah, like I was.
That's unbelievable.
But yeah, it's a real thing too. Like I looked it up because I
I
was like,
do
why
know
was I
that's-
such a freak when I was a kid? And I looked it up.
What's
and
it called?
Trichotillomania, but I might be remembering that wrong. I'll look it up real quick to double check. But I looked back on that and I was like, that's like really odd. That's like extremely weird behavior. Why did I
Yeah.
do that? And I had
Well,
to know.
Well, and also, kids are just freaks. Period.
God
So-
damn it! I hit go instead of space, so I just typed in condition.
It's like, I know I got something, but I don't know what.
Dude, WebMD's like, come on, man.
List of conditions.
Yeah, it's like, look, you have cancer. It's over.
Oh. Trichotillomania.
Trichot. I'll trust that.
Mhm.
That's how it's pronounced.
Yep.
Is when someone cannot resist the urge to pull out their hair.
Well,
And they may pull out the hair on their head or in other places, such as their eyebrows or eyelashes.
Wow,
Yeah. And,
that's crazy.
good job
Well,
growing out of that.
and
yeah,
it's
that
an
would be
anxiety
inconvenient.
disorder.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Good thing you don't have that anymore.
Yeah, I kind of grew out of it. Thankfully.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ran out of eyelashes. I
I was
guess.
looking like my dad. Like,
Bald reveal. He's bald.
yeah. To be fair, my dad looks really good bald.
He does.
He does. He does.
And-
He's always had a
well,
steely look.
And your dad, he's got the facial hair,
Grizzled.
and he also,
Mhm.
and your dad also has always been like, he's kind of a beefcake. Your dad has muscles.
Yeah.
Like,
He would be a really good zombie apocalypse survivor.
yeah, I agree.
Dude, I would love that shit. It'd be so funny.
He would befriend zombies. He would find a way to just be like, he'd be the weird guy.
I have a topic.
Oh, you don't want to talk about me pulling my
Congratulations.
own hair out when I was a kid anymore.
Did you have more to say about it?
No, please. It's embarrassing.
Okay. We're on the IRL special. We teed up a topic saying, like, talking about the zombie apocalypse. All we talked about was that we would want to survive. We didn't talk about it in any other way. It was either, would you give up or would you try? I'd try. Coolio. And then that was it. And I've been thinking about it. I keep forgetting. We should actually talk about what would we do, because that's the interesting part, not would we just die on
Right.
the first day.
So, okay, my mom's plan is like, if shit goes south, it's always go to her parents' place. It's up north. They live on a farm. Lots of guns, lots of like land and stuff like that.
Okay.
Honestly, I rock with that.
There's a big
That's
hole
solid.
in that, though.
It's really far away.
Yeah, how are you going to
Yeah.
get there? You going to
Yeah.
walk? Because there's not going to be any gas. Everybody's going to suck that shit
Okay,
dry.
okay. Hold on.
Oh, now you know how it feels when somebody jumps the gun on your bit.
Suck
Bit biter.
Okay, so it's like, yes, it would be tough and it would very potentially not work. But like, if you get ahead of it, and like, if you see stuff's going, like, her plan is like, stuff starts going down, she leaves, like, she goes, and it's like, yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a period of like, there's gonna be a couple week period probably before shit fully hits the fan. And it's done.
I have a question. So is she just gonna leave everybody else by herself?
No, she's gonna bring our family. She's not gonna be like, sayonara, Amanda.
They're really funny. Bye, Brad. Like,
all right, so if I could just throw this in there.
Yeah.
That is your mom's plan. You do not live in even the same state as your mom.
Okay.
So what's your plan?
I said that's a good idea.
I'm not coming after you.
I am coming after
Glenn
you.
walking north.
Yeah.
I have a car. I can get a good amount of the way there on one tank.
Yeah, you could.
But I don't actually know what I would do. I don't have much of an emergency like fail safe here because I don't have really a foothold here.
You probably wouldn't do this, but I think that your best bet would be like me. I'm close and own firearms. So I think that like if that happens, you should come to me and then I use your brain power to figure out what to do next.
You know what I do? I get
the sword? He's gonna come back with the sword.
Yeah, you need to get the sword.
Wait,
we have to act surprised.
The flame of the West. Put this shit away now.
And that shit.
Put it back in the thing. Fuck.
Wow. He doesn't drill enough with that. I wonder if he does the For Honor like to the side stance, because apparently, according to this dude, that's the best stance because it's the quickest to get it up. You can't walk around carrying it up because that makes your arms tired.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely bring that. That would be useful.
I mean, it's not like sharp. True.
Dude, Carter has a sword, like a real one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
dude, he could be like, what was the character's name in Walking Dead?
Michonne.
Yeah, dude, Michonne's awesome.
She's getting a spinoff.
Really?
I want to say it's Michonne's quest to find Rick. I think that's what the plot of the show is.
Is it like after The Walking Dead or?
I don't know what, because I'm not even current on The Walking Dead anymore.
Yeah, I'm like season 4 right now.
Yeah, the last thing that I saw was Negan showed up and it was a big deal, and then we watched like a couple episodes into the next season and then I stopped.
Fair enough.
Anyway, my home currently is like a fortress.
It really is.
There are so many guns in this house, and there are so many bullets in this house, and there's so many other weapons too. Like we got like bow and arrow and type stuff, and knives, swords, all this kind of stuff. So I'm staying here. I'm hunkering down. I'm not traveling at all during the start of it, because everybody's going to be traveling.
You're not going to get nowhere,
right? And I'm not.
It just puts you in more danger as well.
And you know, we're within a really good distance from the city, so like the city is obviously going to be the biggest problem. There's the most infection, the most death, and probably some military presence and bombing and stuff.
Yeah.
So we are a good enough distance from that we will probably experience an initial wave of zombies that'll go through sweep through the suburb. But if we hunker down and survive that, then we're in a really good position here in this neighborhood.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot going on where you're at. Like, there's not a ton of people.
No. And honestly, since we have a lake, it would make a lot of sense to just build a structure out in the lake, because zombies are so slow in water and so ass.
Yeah.
And this is all assuming Walking Dead zombies.
Oh, yeah. You gotta hope it. You gotta hope for something in the apocalypse.
Yeah, we talked about that. Any other kind of zombies, it's pretty much over.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what I would do, but I know I cannot stay where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, I probably would go to US because, first of all, I'm on the first floor, big ass window.
Yeah.
One rock takes me out. Like, I'm also, my foundations for this building, like, you get an axe, one swing, my building comes crumbling. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So I need to go somewhere else.
I think I've actually thought about this like a little. I would stay here at first, and also Glenn, if you wanted to bring like all your cronies from your friends,
you strength the numbers.
Yes,
dude, they'll be climbing all over the place.
Go ahead.
So that's like a distance. but something that would be closer by. I could go to my job because it's like out from the city too. It's like 20 minutes out from the city. There's not a whole lot. It's like basically nothing around it.
Yeah.
And it's like that facility, I feel like it could be well defended.
You could develop the cure.
Yep.
It'll be a very fine powder, 400 microns
Yeah.
at the most.
400 was not the number I gave you.
I'm at 40. It was like 40 or 50. I
Yeah.
said 400 because
The filter is 50.
the filter was 50. You needed like 20s and 30s or something like that.
45 to 53. It was like a
53. Who came up with that number?
not me.
John Micron.
53. Why not 50? You got those fat 53s in there,
Fuck
clogging up the
off.
system.
God. Yeah, I feel like this
anyways.
was like 2 doors that I would have to like barricade,
Mhm.
and the rest of it, like, I feel like I could make that work.
Yeah, a laboratory makes sense as like it would be a solid environment to survive.
Yeah. Or like a school as well. I feel like a school would be pretty good because those are like, especially nowadays, they're built to survive school shootings. So like, you could like barricade. Like they're built to not let outside people that are not meant to be there in. And so if the people that are trying to get in don't have brains that work, pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would do.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it just wouldn't be that hard to survive.
It depends.
Like it depends. If you get caught with your pants down, it's tough.
Yeah.
If you're just at home in a good situation,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, it also
you're-
comes with like you need to have kind of a heads up. Like if you're hit, like in The Last of Us, like it hits that night and shit goes down that night. Like there's no
Right.
build up to it.
Mhm.
It just shit goes south, and the military's there
that's
that day. But if it's like,
Right.
wasn't it I Am Legend? Like they had like a few days of like,
It was a pretty similar circumstance.
okay. Like if you have like a little bit of a heads up, or like hear like some musings about stuff going down, so you can
Yeah.
start moving the place you need to go.
It just depends on the type of zombies. Because if it's like, I Am Legend or like, what was it, World War Z?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's like those zombies, bro. You might as well just kiss your ass goodbye and take
You need to
zombies
rewatch
out
World War
almost
Z.
immediately.
Yeah,
That movie sucked.
it sucked, but I like watched it and wasn't paying attention at all.
The whole draw of the movie was watching the zombies pile on top of themselves
Yeah.
to climb over like the wall
Which
of
is
Damascus.
really cool.
It was very cool, but that was the only part of the movie that was cool. Every other
Fair
part of the movie was like lame. But it probably worth watching again just because I mean, I honestly I don't think that there are many movies that aren't worth watching multiple times
Mhm.
because there is always something else to get out of the movie,
Mhm.
even if it's this movie is so dog shit. Like learn from it as to what not
Yeah.
to do, especially if you're a filmmaker or whatever.
Well, those
I've been undertaking a journey to watch every Brendan Fraser movie.
Oh yeah,
So we started with Journey to the Center of the Earth.
dude, that
Great
movie
movie.
rules.
Dude, yeah,
That movie's awesome.
I remember people talking shit about it, and I like went to see it in theaters, and I was like, I thought it was great. But then I was like, I was a shitty little kid, so we rewatched it, and I still enjoyed it.
I haven't
Mainly
seen it.
because the way Brendan Fraser shouts is really funny to me.
Dude, he's such a good actor though. Like
He's a
unironically,
great
Yeah.
actor. Yeah, and then we watched The Mummy right after.
Dude,
We're gonna watch
Mm.
The
The
Mummy,
Mummy
2 tonight.
is my awakening. Like everyone in that movie is hot.
No, Benny's not hot.
And he's the hottest of them all.
Who's Benny?
He's like that scrawny Hungarian dude who's like he's the antithesis to
You got it.
Oh,
yeah, he's like the Judas Iscariot of that movie.
bro, no, he looks like Freddie Mercury.
Are you looking at him in the movie?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get it.
He looks like a opium addict in the movie.
But no, those movies are great. And dude, I am so happy that Brendan Fraser has been like getting back into like the spotlight and getting the like attention and love he deserves. Because like he didn't know that people loved him like up until a couple years ago.
Yeah. Shout out to the internet, man.
Yeah, dude,
Pros and
I
cons.
love that man. And he's such a in interviews and stuff now. He's so happy, and
Yeah.
I fucking love it. The dude
That
rules.
was probably a pretty unfortunate time of his life, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking out about being like assaulted
Right,
sexually and then getting blacklisted. Yeah, that's no good.
Terry Crews got assaulted too.
Really?
He really?
Yeah, some I don't remember. It's like one of those Harvey Weinstein types came up to him,
Oh.
like weighed his balls in their hand, and would be like, "I'd like to breed you."
What?
at an event. And I was like, first off,
What?
like, you have to be so detached to walk up to Terry Crews, literally Hercules' body. If I was Terry Crews, I would have, like, lost every job for beating the shit out of somebody who fondled my nuts like that.
I wonder if maybe that was before he was yoked.
I don't think Terry Crews has been yoked for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Terry
Hollywood
Crews
sucks.
came out of the womb doing bicep curls. Probably doing pull-ups with the umbilical cord.
Fucking 50-pound baby.
Yeah, like he's crowning, and then it's just
Yeah, like this. Oh, that's just his bicep.
He like reaches out, grabs, and like.
Yeah,
the doctor goes to spank him, and he's just like, no.
No, like he like comes out and then he like stands up immediately, hits a mean lat spread, and just like
He like takes his own umbilical cord and bites it off.
yeah, like that's fucking crazy.
The doctor comes up with the snippers. And he's like, no.
He just takes him and breaks him in half.
Oh man.
But yeah,
God.
dude.
Yeah, fuck Hollywood.
Yeah, I want to talk about something other than that because that topic is so miserable. Because even then, there's like, because like the red carpet is like, or red carpet events are always like there's somebody with a camera rolling like all the time.
Yeah.
And somebody's doing this interview. I don't remember the name of the actress or actor. I don't know if there's like, if you call them actor now or actress. I don't know.
Dude,
if you
I
call
don't
them
know.
something.
I don't
But the question from the interviewer was, do you have any advice for young girls trying to get into Hollywood? And she just like looks dead in the camera and goes, don't go to any parties thrown by Harvey Weinstein, and then walks away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair advice.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Or Dan Schneider. Fucking
Dude, he's so icky.
go like rewatch like iCarly or any show that he produced and like just observe the amount of like kid feet in the shows. It's
So
disturbing.
icky. And like child sexualization. Like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking huge ups to Filthy Frank for dropping that album with a song on it called Dan Schneider, where he just basically shits on Dan Schneider. the
That's
whole
a thing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Filthy Frank, how can he simultaneously be like an internet icon, a terrible person, and a good person? Like,
It's crazy.
he is all
And
over
also
the
a
place.
good artist. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well,
the thing.
yeah.
Obviously, like, I feel like troubled people can produce the best art.
that's a pretty
I'm
good way to
happy
sum
for
up
him.
all of the adjectives related to him. Troubled.
But yeah, you have to look at, like, you have to look at the tale of Joji as, like, a development arc.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Because-
I'm glad that he has pivoted out of the shit, and
Yeah.
now he's kind of a normal person.
If you watch the music video for A Glimpse of Us,
Mm.
it's basically, like, the whole video is, like, chaotic, doing, like, hoodlum shit, like, graffiti. They live in this bummy house, and all they do is, like, drugs and drink all the time. And, like, it's like, I don't know, it's really telling, like, about how, like, he was acting out because of something. Like, he wasn't just,
Yeah.
like...
Well, and also,
I don't think Filthy Frank was ever, like... He was never, like, racist or homophobic or any type of phobic
I don't remember.
for the sake of being.
Yeah. Yeah.
He,
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
he was smart enough to do it to make fun of the people who were, like, genuinely like that for no
Yeah.
reason.
Well, and
Yeah.
also, that was a very, like, dark time of the internet. There was
Oh.
a lot of, like...
It was unbridled. It was so raw.
Yeah, it was, like, unbridled racism and, like, misogyny and all that under the guise of it being like, oh, it's just dark humor. It's like, it's not dark
Yeah.
humor if you're being a dickhead.
Right. Yeah, man, it's such an interesting thing having grown up on the internet.
Mhm.
You know, especially like we are the age where we sort of lived without it before, and then really came up whenever it was at like
Yeah.
exploding.
I'm grateful we got
So-
to, like, we were born in time to not be iPad kids.
Yeah, no, oh,
Like,
dude.
still had
Oh,
flip
my.
phones, still had, like, that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I got my first iPhone in high school.
Yeah, I remember my first screen was an iPod Touch that I got when I was 11.
Yeah.
Which was like, I'm younger than y'all, so I'm closer to the iPad kid age. But I too, like, you know, grew up with VHSs and
Yeah.
floppy
Fall
disks.
back
But, like-
to the Airsoft shit. I got that iPod Touch, the one. It
Oh
was
my God,
The
yeah.
one that came out with colors, and then on the like the bottom left corner, it had that little button you could push in, and then
Yeah.
the thing, like, circle would pop out, and you could put a lanyard around it. and I
Oh.
propped it up in my yard and shot it with airsoft guns.
And it had a dent in it from like you shooting with the sniper rifle.
Yes.
For the remainder
I
of it.
remember
Dude,
that.
and that's when you got like the what like there's not it's not OtterBox, but it's like the life pod life proof. Yeah. The life proof case. And you got that, you're like, I'm gonna put it underwater. Oh my god.
A bold
What a
claim, you're gonna
time.
be able to back it up.
That was such an interesting time of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really am grateful that we like had like obviously we went outside and like had a bunch. Most of our experiences were like that, but it was also supplemented or not supplemented. It was complemented by screens.
Yeah,
at a certain point.
I also went back and because I noticed that the favorites, like you could still favorite a YouTube video, and I went and like was just scrolling through my favorites, and it was like gifs with sound compilation, MLG montage stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, do you remember?
those MLT?
Oh, those were the.
Do you know how old those are?
Like 15 years.
They're 8 and 10 years old, like around that range.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think 11 was the biggest year for MLG. Well, 11 and 12 because 12 was Black Ops 2.
That makes sense. Dude, do you remember when we were doing the pets merit badge? Like your mom was teaching the pets merit badge, and at that time I didn't have any pets, and so I went over to your place, Wes, and at that point, Clovis was still around, and Clovis was like this most ancient cat in history, and so for like the merit badge, you have to like have them like do like respond
3 tricks.
Yeah, 3 tricks. And so I took a video. I was like, Clovis, do nothing. Sit there. Fall asleep. Oh my god. What a good time.
My mom was really cool about it too, because like I think a lot of like high school teachers would just be like, you didn't do the assignment.
Yeah.
Eat shit, child.
Also,
but
didn't
she just
have
wanted
a
y'all
pet.
to do it. Yeah, right. It was like just put in some kind of effort,
Yeah.
prove that you care about this and want the merit badge, and you can have it.
Well, we had a good time with it too, and I think that was a valuable part of it.
I remember
There was a lot of really fun ones.
Yeah.
I did that with Jasmine, the cat, the tortoiseshell,
Yeah.
and I had her roll over. And our scoutmaster said, so like obviously everybody had to watch the video, and I was like, Jasmine, roll over, and like I scratched her back a little bit to get her to like roll all the way over. And I don't remember what the dude said, but it was something like way out of pocket and out of line for him because he was a pretty clean cut guy, but he was like, I'm not playing with pussy or something like that. And he just started laughing. And everybody was like, huh? Like,
the craziest thing is I can see him saying that and how everyone would react.
It's crazy.
My god. What a character that guy is.
Yeah. Old Howard.
Yeah.
Shout out to the way he said.
Yeah, like
Dude.
a pregnant woman.
That man. Oh my god. I will never forget being like publicly chastised for leaving cheese out for like 20 minutes.
God, it wasn't just cheese, man.
Dude.
We left
We got
everything out.
Yeah. We were good sometimes.
We were good sometimes.
Yeah, I think especially, I mean, it makes sense, right? Once we got older, it was like, all right, just get it all done, and then we can go throw rocks.
And at the end of the day, we still provided entertainment to the adults, and I think that was mostly what they cared about.
Yeah,
like
we
watching
were
all
being
of us,
funny.
and watching all of us carry like a giant dead tree out of the woods. That's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. No, the adults, like, they always, like, tried to have this air of, you know, they are above us because we're peon children and
I mean, you kinda
respect
have
and all
to.
that. But then we'd show up with a log and they'd go like, ooh,
Yeah.
wait, no, put that on fire.
Like you can tell like the neurons start going in their
like,
monkey
once we
brain.
I know we talked about it last episode, but once we got the log to the fire, then they're like, all right, let's get this up there.
Yeah. It was a whole all hands on deck effort.
That was an awesome time.
Just that scene of all these children hoisting a log over
Dude,
heads,
it's
like,
awesome.
yeah, honestly, it was like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny, like if somebody put that photo in black and white of us trudging through like this shitty terrain, and then it was just like children working in a Soviet labor camp.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love shit like that.
Dude, I want to get back out into the woods soon.
Yeah, me too.
We do need to go camping.
We do need it to be
obviously-
cold.
We need to film it.
cold has run out, so let's just shoot for this upcoming winter, because we can do a New Year's thing into camping trip.
Yeah,
How about
well,
that?
it's like we're getting to the point where it's like we can each like save up money and
Mhm.
it's just things will start like falling into place more in our adult lives.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm really hoping that they call me
You're
back
so close. Yeah, I mean
this coming week
you're in there.
for the third round interview. And
If they're
I'm literally
bringing
going
you
there.
back
I'm
for
gonna be like, yeah, what's the point? I can start today. Where's my desk? Like,
yeah, you're in
oh,
there.
I do
You're
want to
super
ask you
close.
guys. So, is it a good thing or a bad thing if it didn't really feel like an interview and I was just like talking to the people about like,
It's a good thing.
It's
It
very
just
much a
felt-
good thing.
So,
If you're
okay,
like
so-
talking to the team and stuff, that means you're like in that last layer.
Yeah, so what they're doing is
Vibe
they've
check?
they've determined that you're qualified for it. That they're doing a vibe check. They want to make sure that you can actually like mesh with the team well, that everybody likes your personality, that all that kind of stuff. So they've determined that you are definitely the kind of employee that they want. And if round 2 was you have the personality that they want, then whatever round 3 is, it's going to be wrap it up.
Yeah.
And
Like the
And the-
logistics, like when can you start? What's your like salary you expect? Like that kind of shit.
right. Well, chances are they're trying to decide between you and somebody else.
Yeah.
So like
yeah, which is why I'm nervous because I'm sure there's somebody who's more qualified in that. Because like all my customer
doesn't
service jobs
matter.
been face to face.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some other like fucking square
Mhm.
who sat at a
Yeah.
desk and done that shit before.
the best thing that you can do is something that you already do so well, which is just be fun and charismatic and excited and passionate, which are all things that you are very, very good at. So I am not nervous for
They
you. I
did
believe that you
ask.
will do well.
They did ask me like in that second round. They were like, if we were to go forward with the hiring process, how much? Because it was like a window, and I get to negotiate.
Would you
Ooh.
spitball?
Because the range is 17 to 23, and
Mhm.
I was like, I'm not going to give you like a flat number, but I'm going to say around 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
And he was like, okay, I get you. He was like, some people, we work it out. I have to be like a little more bills or whatever.
Mhm.
And I was just like, look, dude, honestly, if you offered me the lowest, I would take this job because
Like you don't want to sell
it's-
yourself short, but you also want to show
Yeah,
that you're
I can tell him
willing
that.
to be reasoned with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you did not say if you offered me the lowest, I would take this job.
oh, I'm
Okay,
not
I was
an
about to say,
idiot.
you should not say that.
I'm not a dumbass. No, I told him I was like in the ballpark of 20.
Yeah, like
give or
you
take a little
didn't sell
would be-
yourself short, and you showed you're capable of being like reasonable,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like so if
Yeah,
you
I
can meet
literally,
in the middle.
he asked me, and I said to his face, I was like, I don't know if I want to tell you because I want to see what you guys think I'm worth.
Don't say
That's
that.
No, that's funny because you did actually say the number, so just being
Yeah.
a little funny and coy, but then actually giving the information that they want.
Yeah.
No, it's well played.
Yeah, because there was a period of time where I was just practicing interviews. Because if you go on Indeed, they will like fucking hire you no matter, like they'll offer you an interview for they will offer you an interview for if the position is like a fucking sales account manager for any random schmoes insurance company through like Allstate, State Farm, whatever. And I literally would just run those shit like the gauntlet of just practice for interviews.
Good
And
idea.
like because you're in a Zoom call with 30 people and they all ask like different interview. It's just the
Yeah.
worst way to interview people.
Oh, it's terrible.
And also like I like immediately got turned off by that job because first selling they're like, "Oh, you get to sell something that people need and have to buy." And I was just like, "Yeah." And then I get to like sell them short on plans so that way when they find out something's not covered, they're going to come to me and get pissed off because I'm like, and then I also remembered that scene from the fucking Incredibles where
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible's like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like I literally can't help you. And I was like, yeah,
Oh.
this shit is not for me. Like,
Yeah.
but I would like, they would be like, they would list off the names of everybody who would get the second round. And then I got the second round like every time.
Nice.
And I was just like, bro, I'm not taking
Bro,
a
you're
shitty job.
being
Like
good.
literally, Antonio, it's his office. He's asleep on the Zoom call. Why would I want to work for him?
No.
But yeah, but this one is like it's like there's more pressure because like I'll know like Wednesday. Wednesday was my second round. I'm gonna if they haven't let me know like tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm expecting a phone call tomorrow. If I don't get one by Wednesday, I'm gonna call and follow up.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's smart.
We got to get this shit cooking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got to get my desk ready, dude.
For real, for real. Good on you. I hope it works out.
Dude, I'm so excited.
What exactly will you be doing again?
Customer service and tech support. So
Right.
it's for the payment card industry. So the main thing I'll be doing is like telling people to reboot their credit card readers, and then they'll be. So I also get to like problem solve and figure out where banks are holding money, which would be really fun because then I feel like an FBI agent trying to track the money launderers.
Right.
But yeah, like, and I like it's basically just problem solving, and like that is I enjoy solving problems because I think it's fun. If I get paid to do it, even better. I can also stay at this company for a long while until I figure out what I really want to do with my.
Yeah. Nice.
And it'll finally give me some financial stability.
Fuck yeah.
That's what we like to hear, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Hope it works out.
Thanks. All right, so let's go play Valheim. Wrap this shit up.
Well, okay. Song of the week. Song of the week.
Song of the week.
Yes, dude. I'm so excited because I've been rewatching Cowboy Bebop, and I'm gonna spit you guys some shit from that.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of two songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Name them.
No.
It's not Tank.
It's the other one. I don't remember the name of the other one.
What's the other one?
Dude, I'll recognize it when you say it, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
No, Rush by the Seatbelts. Great song.
Okay, I didn't know that one.
Rush by the Seatbelts.
I'm gonna add it to the playlist now.
All right.
Let me
Mine.
Pull up the playlist. Yeah, go ahead.
Mine is My Body is a Cage by Arcade Fire. It's pretty good. It's a recent rec from a friend of mine. Listen to it all this week. What are you doing?
I know what I was. I crud.
Damn.
Oh no.
This guy's the nut licker.
Dude, because I thought that I had picked the other one last week, and so I knew what I was gonna add this week, but I forgot what I was gonna pick last week. So now I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna fill while you figure it out. If you haven't
please.
Listened to Tank, it's the opening for Cowboy Bebop. Listen to it. First off, fits the genre of the show perfectly. Fits everything perfectly. Also, on its own, fucking great song.
True.
Top 10 songs for me. I'm just gonna like bloviate about Cowboy Bebop in general because it's like one of the only shows where there's like little to no progression. They start at the same place every episode, end at the same place every episode, empty-handed. And the whole show, why it's so good, is the whole show is about letting go of your past and accepting what happened. And the way they do that is so tactfully and carefully done. It's very good.
Dude, and the last episode kills me every time I watch.
There's a couple of episodes that probably make you be like, they punch. Like it's got everything. Guns, cowboys, spaceships, space battles, ship battles, dog fighting. Hot women. Hot trans women. Hot,
dog?
Yeah, really smart, funny dog. Charismatic,
Dog's
non-binary
name is
child.
Einstein. Oh, yeah. Damn, Cameron, holy shit.
I'm at a complete loss. Oh, I found it. Okay, it's
Damn. With the power of Mjolnir.
Bro just came.
It's called Gigantic Energy by Michael Thurber. It's sort of a new funk style song. And it is just really, really fun.
I think it's very interesting. You two are very good about playing and listening to new music. I am still dredging through decades way before what is currently going on now.
Yeah, I'm trying to become more well versed in new music.
Contemporary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But not like just, the sort of shit that everybody listens to. I'm trying to branch out and find new stuff as much as I can.
I will say some of these leaked Uzi songs that these like no-name DJs get a hold of and then like are all over TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a hold on me, but I don't know how I feel about it because it's not this person's song, and also all the person did was like speed it up. And
oh yeah, I don't like that kind of shit.
I mean, I do like the way it sounds, but I don't like
yeah. No, yeah, it's the same thing as just like React Andy content. I'm not
neuron activation.
Yeah.
I remember Grade A Under A and all his beef with reaction YouTubers.
I'd never
so much beef
watched any of his stuff.
Really?
Never.
Oh, dude, I loved Grade A Under A.
It's like I didn't dislike it. I just never Just never clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glenn hates English people.
It's so true. If you live in the United Kingdom, fuck you. And
He's building. Glenn and I were playing Valheim yesterday.
Dude, we had some Dwinkies. Oh my god. For some reason, it came up where we just went, he's building.
Well, I was building this like ugly giant tower, and Glenn was like, "What are you doing?" I'm building.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Brits are funny, bro.
Let's wrap this up. I want to play Valheim.
I want to play Valheim
Fucking
so bad.
Cameron.
So, so the song is called "Songs of the Week," or the playlist is "Songs of the Week." We'll link it in the YouTube channel, or on the YouTube video. So if you're interested, go look for it there. Thank you all for listening. Mountains Don't Like Baseball, episode 14.
The books.
On the book. Oh yeah.
Yeah, goodbye and shit.